Well, thank you, Jackie. We are really happy indeed with the results, but most importantly with the seriousness of the team, the discipline, the responsibility that the boys have had on bouncing back from those difficult moments, and not just bounce back, but just keep the level and a field and a place and against a team that is very difficult. I thought we played a very serious game. I see that group just playing the way we are and keeping our responsibilities, but at the same time being productive for the group. Very complete game for us, and we're happy and ready to move for the next one.
Thank you, Oscar. We're going to start things off with Michael Citro.
Oscar, thanks for your time. Congratulations on the win. I'm curious, Hany Mukhtar has had a lot of success, not just against Orlando City, but a lot of teams, but especially against Orlando City. But 4 straight games, you guys have been able to shut out Nashville, including I think 3 of those on the road. What have you been doing to kind of keep him quiet and to limit Nashville's offense over this stretch?
Yeah, we know about his verticality and how strong he is and the transition. Something that we recognize very well. At the beginning, it causes a lot of trouble, not just because we didn't know, but I guess that his ability to get rid of the vigilances that we had now seems like we're more synced with our preventive actions. When we are attacking, we're more aware of how we stand beside him. And just this is a really good job from the players, from the boys, especially those midfielders and central backs that are doing an excellent job today. It's a good question, Michael, because it's a detail that kept us firm on winning the game, and just controlling Mukhtar is a key.
We'll go over to Mike Ramajo.
Thank you, Jackie. Oscar, obviously, congratulations on the victory tonight. Obviously, the team's now hitting a good form, 4th straight game you guys win, 5 wins in your last 6 games. But I wanted to ask you a little bit about Martin Ojeda and how his form has been helping the team with this. Within these last 5 games, he has 2 goals and 3 assists. What have you kind of seen from him? Obviously, this season for him it started off a little slow coming off the bench, but now he's been able to start in these last 5 games, and he's being able to contribute with the team's attack, especially tonight.
I think it's the effort and the professionalism that Martin has all the time, despite and many games or some games that he didn't started, and he continued on bringing himself into the group and work. I think his physical part and his fitness has been increased. I think his responsibility to take care of his body has changed tremendously, and that is very noticeable in his game. Now they know that what happened in the field, I tried just to be honest with them. And when they deserve to get the position, and the continuity is earned by that performances. So what happened with Martin now is that he's performing with consistency, and the dedication that he had for his work and for his team is bringing him those results. I have to recognize that Martin has helped us a lot in this part of the season that we needed to bounce back, and he has been a protagonist.
Over to Austin.
Oscar, kind of building off of that point of Martin, especially just tonight with the set pieces, being able to score 2 of your 3 goals on dead ball situations. How impactful has his service been, and just the overall play and the design of those set pieces within the season overall, but especially tonight?
Right, Martin is a player who has a very bold characteristic on the way he takes shots or the way he serves or the way he executes the set plays. We're taking advantage of it. I think Martin Pellerman, our assistant that is dedicated with the set plays, is doing a fantastic job. He is very crafty with them and obviously using that strength that we have on Martin's set plays, and his service is very sharp. So we're taking advantage of that thing too, that Martin again has been a very protagonist of the games in plays that are key for our team.
And back to Michael.
Oscar, I also wanted to ask you about set pieces. I know you guys work very hard on them in training, and they haven't come off, at least in the early part of the season, but they seem to be a big part of this success in recent games. How, as a coach, how satisfying is it for you to see that work that you put in the training ground come through in game situations where it matters and you're able to pick up points because of it?
Right, it's important that the team all the time recognize the importance of the set plays offensively and defensively. That's why I want to recognize also the job that Martin Pellerman is doing. Constantly he's creating some plays. Constantly he's trying to control as well our set plays against, and the boys copied him very right and with discipline. And I guess, Michael, is that we all get conscious about the possibility to change games through the set plays, and the game is a very great, or is a great and important tool. So fortunately, we've been effective, and hopefully we can continue with that.
And back to Austin for our final.
Oscar, Ramiro Enrique has now scored 3 goals in his last 3 games. What have you seen from him just in terms of being able to come in, start in place of Duncan, and now continue to find the back of the net? How important is that just for your team, but also for his confidence to, considering the start to the season that he had and the difficulties he had in getting back?
Mm-hmm. That's another example of dedication. Enrique had a very rocky or ups and downs, I meant, during the season so far. Because first he got hurt. He has some physical problems with injuries. After he has to go and receive his green card, and it took a little bit of a time, longer than we wanted. But his attitude and training ground, and again, similar to Martin, his dedication to the group is fantastic. So I'm so happy to finally see the player that we brought here. The player that has instinct to score goals, but the player that is working for his teammates all the time. And that's the characteristics of our team. That's the culture that we had seen in this club, and he's representing it well. So I'm proud, and he knows that he needs to keep that job that way, doing those things. He will certainly fight and will keep this job.
All right, we'll wrap up there. Oscar, thank you as always, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, everyone.
Well, thank you, guys.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias. La verdad que al principio, los primeros 10 minutos nos costó un poco entrar en partido y bueno, después que entramos en partido convertimos muy rápido y eso nos dio un poco de tranquilidad para llevar el partido a nuestro juego. Y la verdad que hoy hicimos un gran partido, venimos levantando nivel. Creo que venimos trabajando muy bien también. Antes los resultados no se estaban dando, pero veníamos trabajando muy bien también y hoy que se están dando estamos felices.
Yeah, I think we knew we had to come into this game continuing to put the work in and continuing to elevate the level that we had been playing. We've been on a run of some really good games recently. We knew that converting into this game on very short rest that we were going to have to put the work in, and we started off the game really well, and we continued to raise the level of what we had been. And this team has never stopped working hard, even when the results weren't falling for us. We continued to work hard and really just continue to push as one group.
We'll go to Austin.
Cesar, congrats on the goal. It's been almost exactly 1 year since you scored your last goal in league play. How satisfying was it to find the back of the net? And what did you see on the play and the ball from Martin that led to the goal?
Felicidades en tu gol, casi fue un año exactamente desde tu última gol en la liga. ¿Qué miraste en la pelota de Martín y cómo te sientes?
Bueno, mira, no tenía ese dato, así que muchas gracias. Contento por el equipo, porque bueno, ganó, volvemos con los 3 puntos para casa y bueno, después si uno puede aportar, bienvenido sea, pero lo más importante es que el equipo gane y bueno, con Martín yo tengo claro la pegada que él tiene, entonces siempre ataco esa zona porque las pelotas de él siempre pasan por ahí, lo entrenamos y por suerte salió y estamos muy felices.
Yeah, first off, thank you very much, especially with that fact. No, it's always great to be able to score, but when you go into a game, the first thing you want is to help your team win in any way possible. Obviously, if it comes with me being able to score a goal, that's great. But the most important thing to me is the team was able to take the 3 points tonight. And with Martin, I knew very clearly the type of touch that he has, especially when he hits the ball like that. So I just ran to the area that they always ask me to run to. And when I saw the ball coming to me, I just tried to get my head to it, and thankfully it went in.
We'll go to Mike Ramajo.
Thank you, Jackie. Hola, César. Buenas noches y felicidades hoy con el gol y la victoria. Lo acabas de mencionar ahí un poco sobre la relación que tienes con Martín, donde él se puede conectar contigo. Te quería preguntar, el tipo de jugador que Martín es, sabemos el impacto que él puede traer, pero ya en los últimos 5 partidos ha podido contribuir en el ataque. Tiene 3 asistencias y 2 goles en esos últimos 5 partidos. No solamente para vos, pero ¿qué tipo de jugador y qué tipo de impacto trae Martín, especialmente en el ofensivo, donde los últimos partidos le está yendo bien al grupo? Gracias.
Bueno, Martín es un jugador muy bueno, con una técnica y un posicionamiento y una pegada también exquisita. Y bueno, hoy está en un buen momento, lo estamos disfrutando, también se lo merece por la forma en la que él trabaja y la verdad que esté en este momento nos pone felices a todos, porque bueno, ayuda al equipo y también principalmente a él. Y hoy lo estamos disfrutando y esperemos que siga de esta manera.
Yeah, first off, Martin is a great player. He's got a really technical touch, and he's got a really strong kick as well. And he's just a guy that continues to work hard. So being able to see him going through this moment of really good form, and to have that great moment is great for him, because we love to see all of his hard work pay off. And obviously, it makes us all happy to be able to see him go through that, because it's great for the team and it's great for him as well. So we're all really happy to see him go through this right now.
And to Michael Citro.
Cesar, thank you for your time. This is 4 consecutive shutout wins over Nashville. How have you guys figured out how to keep Hany Mukhtar quiet? He's a guy who has had a lot of success against your team, but the last 4 games you've been able to shut him down.
César, ese victoria es 4 consecutivos frente a Nashville, acá de visitante, y también 4 arcos en ceros. Como equipo, ¿cómo defendemos frente a un jugador como Hany Mukhtar, que tuvo mucho éxito frente a este equipo antes?
Bueno, la verdad que es un buen número para Orlando. La verdad que Mutar es un gran jugador, de los mejores 10 de la liga. Y bueno, por suerte siempre contra nosotros lo sabemos neutralizar con Wheeler. Y si por ahí pasa uno siempre está el otro. Y al revés también. Y cuando logra pasarnos los dos o logra pasar a uno y uno no está, los defensas salen a cortar. Y la verdad que a eso le estamos agregando un muy buen trabajo. También el profe nos da sus herramientas para que nos facilite a nosotros, pero bueno, pues tenemos que adaptarnos a la cancha. Y la verdad que siempre, gracias a Dios, contra Nashville, siempre lo neutralizamos muy bien y no dejamos que el juez, que es la manija del equipo de ellos.
Yeah, it's a great number for Orlando, certainly, and we know that Hany Mukhtar is a great player. He's certainly one of the best players in the league, and we know how dangerous he can be. So whenever we go to play him, we know that between Wielder and myself, one of us always has to be on him when they have the ball. And if it's me, then I know Wielder's behind me, ready to take him. If Wielder's there, I'm ready, moving into position to help defend, and then. If he's able to get by both of us, we know the defense is ready to step in and cut the ball away from him and really take him out of the game as much as possible. So I think between the team, just making sure that we're always there and always working together to support each other in those moments has played off really well for us in the last few games.
And we'll wrap up with the final one from Austin.
Cesar, this team has scored more goals in the last 30 days than they did at all of the season prior to this moment. What has, from your perspective, just changed within the team that has led to this offensive outburst?
En los últimos 30 días, este equipo marcaron más goles que marcaron en el resto de la temporada antes que este mes. ¿Qué cambiaron el equipo para tener ese momento de suceso en el ataque?
No, creo que los partidos anteriores no, en los que no estábamos por ahí convirtiendo goles era únicamente porque, bueno, capaz que no le estaban llegando limpia la pelota a los de arriba o también por ahí estaban un poco con desconfianza, pero venían trabajando muy bien. Sabíamos que donde metieran una ya se iba a empezar a abrir los goles para todos y especialmente para el que metía el gol. Y por suerte hoy todos los delanteros de nosotros están en un buen momento, lo estamos aprovechando y el equipo de atrás los respalda y los ayuda para que eso suceda y para que sigan también marcando goles, que esto es importante para el equipo.
Yeah, I think in those previous games where we weren't converting those chances of goal, it was partially because we weren't being clean sometimes with the ball moving forward, sometimes a little bit of lacking of confidence because of how some of the games had been going. But this team never stopped working hard, never stopped pushing each other forward. So I think now that we've entered that form of goals started to go in. We've started to gain that confidence back. Thankfully, all of our forwards and all of our attackers are in really good moments together in terms of producing goals, and that lifts confidence for the rest of us to be able to get involved in the goals, which is great because it always helps the team if everyone around you is scoring and taking those chances.